Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Advancement Center, to the world of magic and miracles, and beyond. Wow. I'm just looking at the abundance behind me, and I feel it around me. And after all this wonderful, incredible amounts of rain here in this part of the world, the sun is out today and it's brilliantly clear and beautiful. You can see the islands from here. Everything just feels so rich and full. And it's only the beginning, because as both Simeon and Robert and all of us continue in our own way of bringing in this brilliant future, things just keep popping up, doors keep opening, more possibilities keep reaching out. And I can feel not only everything is new right now, but I can feel in every moment, in every future moment, the newness of it all. It's really fun because without seeing details a lot of the time, sometimes some of us see details, but they tend to build. And it's not a matter of using your brain or planning. It's a matter of opening and receiving the messages, the signals that come. I became extraordinarily, acutely aware of the messages that come when I asked for it once, and literally I can't even describe it as a voice, but it was booming, but I don't know what more to say, and it was telling me what to do next, and I did it, and my whole life changed. It was quite incredible. It took me on a journey, literally a physical journey. I left where I lived, and I didn't even know exactly where I was going. And I was every moment, literally along the drive, it would talk to me and tell me what to do next, and I would do it. I don't know that I'd ever experienced anything quite that profoundly completely giving up control and having that incredible trust and knowing, even though I didn't know what was really happening, but I knew to continue to listen, especially because I'd asked for it. And it's happening again. And I'm just so excited, and I'm looking forward to living completely in this new world, spending most of my time in conscious connection to my Creator, traveling wherever, whether it's to the next town, to the next state, to another country, to the outer reaches of the universe, or just traveling, flying around planet Earth like an eagle or a hawk, just looking down on this wondrous planet Earth. that just continually amazes me. The beauty that's here. It just lifts my spirit. It's always different. It's always changing. There's always new experiences, new feelings. And it's really fun when your experience of nature, the clouds in the sky, corresponds to a transmission of Robert, for example, yesterday. Such an amazing transmission. But it was like it was choreographed just at that moment when he speaks of I can't remember the words, but our connection to our surroundings. As he was literally the moment he said that, there was a dark sky and suddenly the sun came streaming through the clouds. It was so brilliant, and it continued because the clouds were those extraordinary puffy clouds that are clearly delineated. You cannot help but see things in the clouds. I actually saw a smiling Santa Claus and someone with maybe her arm around him. It's funny what you see, but it was so distinct, and it was happy, and it was joyous. And when it was over, when the broadcast was over, everything was just sort of back to the clouds had spread out and they weren't so clearly delineated anymore. It's an amazing experience to see and feel nature mirror you. Wow, okay. That's the effect. That's just a tiny example of the effect that we have on our surroundings, what's around us. And it can go out. Time and space are not an issue. How our ability, our power to change and affect everything. The magic and the miracles continue. It makes you just want to jump up out of your chair, scream yippee, and start running around the block. I mean, it's just incredible what's happening. There's again so much as I sit here in front of this computer. There's so much it's like it's buzzing and flying around me. It's always circular. It's always moving, like this just tremendous energy flow. I love, we were speaking about things yesterday and someone brought up waterfalls. It feels like that, but waterfalls of energy and sparkles and magic. I was having a conversation with a friend I hadn't seen in a while the other day, and when you see someone after not seeing them, it's like that energy. There's so much. It's like it's been a while, and the conversation starts going down one road and it gets rerouted and starts to go another way, and then it's like, what was I saying? And I can't bring it back. And it's just, but I could feel it wasn't like there was anything wrong. It was just, there was so much in the moment, in the excitement, it's a brilliant feeling. And of course it popped in the conversation, the we picked up the lead again to where we started. I see all interactions like this. I see all future projects. One of the many things I've seen so clearly, repeatedly in the vision, my vision of the future. Oh, everything is changing. Everything. It's actually going to be turned upside down on its head. How so many things that have been here on planet Earth running humankind for millennia are about to completely change. Work will no longer be a word we use. It's all going to be play. And as we move forward, take that one next big step forward, it's going to be like watching the stars light up. Because as you're with people, if you're doing a project or an endeavor and the flow is coming through everyone, ideas are flowing through, the creativity is flowing through, and then it's like the stars light up. Someone lights up over here, and then someone lights up over here. And it's beautiful and it's fun. And it's driven by magic and miracles and the joy and giving life to life. And it's a whole new way of being. The abundance that's here is going to be completely available. It's not going to be hoarded by a few or these strange ways that things have become here. It's going to be very different. It's going to feel very different. There is going to be a shift. There's going to be a period of shifting that could be very uncomfortable for some. But it doesn't matter. It's like when a river is flowing, and it's a very powerful river. There's no stopping it. And it may wind and wend its way through the terrain, the rocks, whatever, but there's no stopping it. So welcome to the river of magic and miracles. It comes from the outer reaches of the universe. It comes through us. The energies are tremendous. The impossible is easy. It's brilliant. And that's only the beginning. I'm just talking about a very small part of what lies ahead. For one thing, there's so much more that I can't even begin. I don't even see the details yet. But there's this excitement in the air. It's like something that's about to burst into sparkles. I'm going 5 million places at once. I'm just so looking forward to everyone's joy as we step into a world, to a reality that was always meant to be. It got waylaid, but no longer. And the fun part of all this, if you can, is to simply step forward, move in the brilliant flow. The mind is not there to control. It's not its function. That will be probably one of the trickiest parts of this new existence. To just be in the movement and the joy of following your spirit, of supporting everyone and doing the same, and knowing beyond a doubt there's no need to control in the old ways anymore, because everything will become evident. And if you need to have patience, that I don't even think that's going to be an issue. It could be at the beginning, as this transition of a new way of being is happening. But that feeling, and I think it may be part of the human condition until now, of pushing, and I have to do something, and I have to make this happen, and all of those things, it's not going to work anymore. It's more like throwing all the pieces out on the table, and you just can't wait to start playing, whether it's a puzzle you're about to put together, and you, how are these all going to fit together? How is this going to work? But it's fun. It's not a job. It's not work. It's something you do in this lovely spirit of, it could be calm, it could be fun and calm, it could be relaxed. And I know when I'm working on a puzzle, I could get very focused. It's not really focused. It is focused. I'm looking for things that fit, for things that, looking for colors, looking for shapes. But the joy that I have is, it's the looking is soft. What the fun is allowing, trying to come up with the right word, allowing the support. I'm not finding the right word, but there's something way bigger that's coming in that directs you. And there's this magic in it as you're directed to the right place, and often surprised, because your thinking brain or your physical eyes go, huh? Like, what? How does that work? Because it didn't come from how we've seen things until now. It's woven, these messages, these communications, this way of being, it's woven in everything in our experience here, to the point of the other night, as I was driving the house car, and it was the end of the night, and I was just finishing with one party, and I was heading back to the hotel, and that information came in. Oh, just go to this restaurant. These people will be ready. And within seconds of the decision to go, they rang and said, we're ready. And I was right across the street. And there's a brilliance to that, to experiencing the flow and the magic and listening and not controlling, just listening. This is a big thing. I'm giving you some little examples, but it's the way. It's the new way of being and exploring our next big step into this absolutely monumental, brilliant, stupendous future that's just waiting for us to step in. Again, I could go in a million different directions, but I think I'm done for today. I'm so excited. I'm excited for each and every one of us, for the planet itself, for all the other planets, universes, realms. Everyone is going to feel this, is feeling this. We are a billion shining stars that are just projecting this brilliance right out into the universe and everywhere for all to see as we set the new standard, raise the bar, and have the time of our lives doing it. Thank you so much for joining me here at the Advancement Center, where I send each and every one a perfect life, perfect health, and the most magic future. Thank you. I am Genya.